great Odin's raven.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
This is ridiculous. Okay, I'll go.
Hello and welcome to the FilmPauls.net podcast. This is episode number 48. My name is Adam. Today I'm joined by Kevin. How are you, Kevin?
Doing all right.
And we're also joined by Todd. How are you, Todd?
Hi, I'm good.
We have a very special year-end episode of the show today. We're going to be talking about our top 10 movies of the year. We're also going to be talking about our most anticipated movies of 2013. And I think we'll have some worst of sprinkled in there, some honorable mentions, and all kinds of fun stuff. So let's just kick things off. I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of go over our top 10s first, maybe talk about some honorable mentions, and just take it from there. We're not going to do a what we've been watching today. We're just going to stick straight to the lists. Kevin, why don't we start with you? What's your number 10?
Well, first I should state by saying that there was a couple of movies that we didn't get to see.
Oh, yes.
Because of the awesome towns that we live in. So the list will not include Zero Dark 30, Silver Linings Playbook. I don't know if I'm missing anything else.
No, those were the big two that I think had potential to be on my list.
Oh, and another one that I saw on numerous other lists is This Is Not a Film, the Iranian film. I didn't get to see that either. Probably
no, I didn't.
Won't for like 5 years or something.
No, I didn't get to see that either. I don't know if that would end up on my list.
I doubt it would.
I'm making a documentary list for the site right now, so that'll be up and that'll have my 10 documentaries.
Okay.
So that one would probably have potential to be on that list, but oh well.
Oh well. Too bad. All right, my number 10 is P.T. Anderson's The Master.
That's my number 10 as well.
Well, how about that?
I didn't put mine in order.
Well, you should probably do
that. I specifically chose not to put it in order.
Well, that'll make it more fun.
That's fine. That's fine. A lot of people don't like to adhere to the number system.
I had a difficult time with the whole number system as well. They're essentially pretty arbitrary from 2 to 10.
Yeah, I mean, like, my bottom half is pretty much interchangeable.
Yeah, same here.
All right, so why don't you just give us one of them, Todd?
Well, I can say that one of them is not The Master, so...
There we go.
I'll say that one of them would... let me try to go in some kind of order, maybe. So I'll start, let's say, with The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh, okay.
Was one of mine.
Well, this is one that I did not get to see yet.
And this was one I was supposed to review and got sick and didn't get it up in time.
That's okay. I saw it. I thought it was okay.
Good.
Definitely didn't get on my list, though. But you know what? I'll accept that. I'll accept that on the list.
Well, it's interchangeable between Perks and Seven Psychopaths.
Okay. Number 9, I have Amore, Michael Haneke.
Haneke.
Mm-hmm.
Haneke at number 9.
What do you have, Kevin?
My number 9 might be somewhat surprising. Mine is The Color Wheel.
Color Wheel, wow.
Yeah, The Color Wheel. Alex Perry
really
Ross.
like that.
I love that movie.
Very interesting. Okay. And how about you, Todd?
Then I would go ahead and say here Skyfall, The Bond.
Yeah, that almost made it in my list. Excellent film.
Same here. That's honorable mention to me. That was the first ever Bond film that I saw.
Yeah, and you came out of the gate good on that one.
Yeah, I picked a good starting spot.
Yeah, I think it's the best one. I mean, I know there's some of those Sean Connery, obviously, that kind of get put in their own category, but...
I think it's by far the best.
I think it's the best, easily.
Yeah, for me alone is the scene at the end with the helicopter crashing into the house. It could have just been a short film, and that's all it was, and I'd be an honorable mention.
All right, number 8, I have The Imposter by Bart Layton.
Ooh, I have that as an honorable mention. That didn't make it into my top 10. But my God, that was an amazing documentary.
I loved it. What's your number 8, Kevin?
I have Seven Psychopaths at number 8.
That's one of my honorable mentions, actually.
This to me was just this was the most fun I had at the movie theater all year.
I really did like it. And Todd, this is on your top 10 as well?
Yeah, it would be like it's like tied with Perks of Being a Wallflower for number 10.
Yeah, I
I
really
loved that.
enjoyed this.
I could watch Sam Rockwell doing his proposed shootout retelling over and over and over again.
I think Seven Psychopaths is definitely one of the surprises for me this year because I didn't think I was going to like it at all. I generally don't like those kinds of movies, but
Yeah, that was sort of the same for me going in. I was just like, oh, I'll probably like this.
now I liked In Bruges, but I just for some reason the marketing for Seven Psychopaths did not grab me at all.
No, they did a terrible job with that.
All right. Did you have one, Todd, for what are we at? I already lost track. 7?
So my third one, let's see. Then I would pick Coriolanus, the Shakespeare
Ooh,
fiction
okay.
with Ray Fiennes.
that almost made it on my list of worst movies.
Oh.
Oh, I loved it.
Only because that's more of a personal thing. I just hate when they put it in a somewhat modern setting, but keep the Shakespearean language. I just hate that idea altogether.
Not a big fan of Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet?
Oh, God, no.
All right. Number 6? That's what we're on, right? 6?
I thought 7. Well,
We're on 7. I'm sorry. I'm already messed up.
This is good, good
I
times
have-
doing top 10s out of order
Yeah.
with 3 people.
It's just a big mess at this point already. We're 5 minutes in.
Does it take us long?
I have, for my number 7, Holy Motors by Louis Crax.
I have Moonrise Kingdom, Wes Anderson.
Wow. I thought that would be higher up for you.
I thought so initially as well, but when I got down to make the list, it kept dropping and dropping.
Now, I didn't think that Holy Motors would make it on my list, but then I saw it, and I was like, oh my God, this is just amazing to me. I loved it. Loved it. Todd, what about you?
I would love it if I had seen it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you'll love it.
Oh, you will love it.
So I would then pick Lincoln.
Lincoln. Wow.
This is a movie I didn't get to see yet.
And Kevin, you hate it already before even seeing it.
Yeah, which I feel slightly bad about, but I just, knowing Steven Spielberg, not a big fan of his and the whole sentimentality thing. We'll see, though. I am going to watch it. I tried to watch it for this episode, but I didn't get to it.
You tried to watch it for this episode so you could shit on it?
Well, I wanted to give it its fair shake and see if it would make the list, but I didn't. I watched 2 other ones that didn't make it that I thought had a better chance: Barbara and Taboo.
Yeah, I saw Lincoln. I wouldn't put it on my list, but it wasn't as bad as Warhorse. I despised Warhorse. Did you like that one, Todd?
Yes, but I knew when I was watching it that I liked it for all the wrong reasons. That is, I completely just allowed my brain to just not watch and pay attention and just sat back and let it be a little kid and be swept away by Spielberg's sentimental story.
I definitely liked Lincoln more than Warhorse. And I mean, if you're into performances, like to me, Lincoln just felt like it was watching a play. It felt like it was just, I was watching a theater production. That's what it felt like to me. And like the performances were great, but there's several scenes that are just, it was too cheesy. Just too cheesy.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I wasn't hating on it that much until you told me about the one scene, and that sort of took me over the edge. So
Yeah.
I'm worried about seeing it.
Yeah.
Candlelit vigils and whatnot.
What'd you think of the speech at the end? I mean, it's obviously not a spoiler. We all know what happened. But Todd, what'd you think of the end, the speech in the candle flame?
Oh, you mean not the very end? You mean
No, it's well, well, it's towards the end when they show like the candle flame flickering and then him kind of like superimposed in the candle flame giving the speech.
Oh, after he's been shot.
Yeah.
Whoa! Spoiler alert!
Not a big fan of that. The reason that it's there is because I'm such a history buff, I think, and the issue and what they talk about and deal with is so hard to put on film. And he does it in a fairly entertaining way. And I just think just to watch Daniel Day-Lewis become Lincoln was just a nice experience. I would have cut it here and there. I would have gotten rid of some of those cheesier moments. But when they are actually in the middle of trying to get votes, for example, for the 13th Amendment, and it actually plays like a political thriller, I loved that part of it.
I really enjoyed
to the game for me a little bit.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that too. Like I like the James Spader character and his crew with like John Hawkes, and I loved seeing how they got the votes and stuff like that. Like I thought that was really interesting, but unfortunately there was just too many things that were problematic for me. All right, number 6, I have Rust and Bone by Jacques Audiard.
Oh, okay. Now I have Holy Motors at 6.
Ooh, pretty close on there.
Yeah.
And Todd, what are you thinking for your roughly number 6?
Roughly number 6 then would be, let me look, I'm trying to look at my list. Moonrise Kingdom.
That's a little bit higher up on my list.
Uh-oh.
A little bit higher up.
Yeah, it would
foreshadowing.
I don't know. I can't, I'm having a hard time putting them in order, so.
It's also, I found it difficult that, and I'm sure a lot of people have this problem, some of the films that I've seen earlier in the year, I don't feel as though they get a fair enough chance because I don't remember enough.
We'll be coming back to that, yeah.
It's not like fresh in my mind.
A lot of my honorable mentions were from earlier this year. And I do agree, like, most of the top 10 lists you see are, like, everything from the second half of the year.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Because I feel as though if I watched Moonrise Kingdom right before we did this, it would probably be higher.
Well, see, I just watched it again on Blu-ray, and I loved it even more the second time, so.
See?
But, yeah, Rust and Bone, another surprise for me at just how much I absolutely loved this movie. It was just fantastic.
I haven't seen it yet, or I think it would be on mine as well.
Yeah, I think you would like it. It's really good. All right, number 5 might be a controversial one. At least in the company of the two of you. I have The Avengers by Joss Whedon.
Ooh, another film I have not seen yet.
You won't like it.
I mean, I'm gonna give it a shot.
I thought that this was almost the perfect superhero movie. I'm a big comic book fan. It was just a feat in and of itself to try to culminate this movie from, what was it, 5 or 6 other movies. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was great. It was funny. It was extremely well written. Loved the dialogue. Obviously, the action was awesome. There it is, Avengers.
Avengers at number 5.
Yep.
I have what is probably the complete opposite of that movie, cinematically speaking. At number 5 is Once Upon a Time in Anatolia.
Oh, no, I haven't seen this yet. I really want to.
This, to me, is probably easily the most beautifully shot film of the year.
I will be seeing this for the Spirit Awards. So, probably this week, I'll be seeing this.
Highly recommend it.
And it's on my Netflix right now to watch.
Oh, you should enjoy it.
Yeah, I actually started watching it last night, but I fell asleep, so I have to pick it up. It wasn't even very far into it. It was like 10 minutes in. All right, your number 5, Todd?
Well, I could even replace the last one, Lincoln, with The Avengers. The Avengers is one of those that could have been on the list. I really enjoyed The Avengers. I thought it was a hard thing to do, and they did it very well. But I would put instead, I guess I would put Looper.
Okay. That's actually my number 4.
Oh, that's an honorable mention for me.
I actually revisited Looper on Blu-ray as well, and it's just such a great movie. So entertaining. It's such an original story. Cinematography is great. I just loved everything about Looper.
It was a fun movie. Fun movie. Too bad that was my worst theater experience of the year. It's Looper.
You got to revisit it because
Fucking stupid ass teenagers.
sometimes a bad theater experience can bring a movie down.
Oh yeah, again.
That's no good. What's your number 4, Kevin?
My number 4 is Django Unchained.
Django Unchained. A little bit higher on my list.
I figured.
Yeah.
This, like I said with Seven Psychopaths, this was probably the most fun I had at a movie theater this year. It was just, and I think Leonardo DiCaprio probably gives his best performance I've ever seen. His character was so ridiculous and over the top.
Yeah, I think all the performances in that movie were just fantastic. But that's really what Tarantino does, is he's somehow able to take these actors and really just bring out their best performances. I mean, even Don Johnson. I mean, who would have thought? He was fine. He was great in that movie, too.
Don Johnson.
Don Johnson. All right, you're number 4, Todd.
Beasts of the Southern Wild.
A little bit higher on my list.
Nope. The Beast of the Southern Wild is a little bit higher on my list as well. But I can understand 4.
Well, it
I'll
could
agree with
it
4.
could be higher. So I'm just
That's right. You're just picking randomly.
yeah.
Yeah, we're just
Are
going
you
random.
are you picking them out of a hat by any chance?
No.
Number 3 for me is Moonrise. I'm a huge Wes Anderson fan, and I'll pretty much love anything he does. The Moonrise was no exception. I thought that it was... A lot of people are saying like it's his best movie in years and stuff, but when I look at his filmography, I really have a hard time like ranking them.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just another great Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm the same way. I like pretty much all of them. I don't think I would really care what the hell he does. I would probably still like it.
Kevin, number 3.
Oh, my number 3 is Rust and Bone.
Rust and Bone, coming back, number 3. That's surprising because when we talked about this before, I had the impression that I liked it more than you. Apparently not.
Apparently not. I didn't get that impression. I don't really remember either. I don't remember anything. So maybe I didn't like it as much. I don't know. Now I do. It's another reason that these lists are a little bit,
Oh yeah,
odd.
It's just fun. It's just fun to list movies.
It's fun to list anything.
Right. Yes. All right, Todd, number 3.
So and then I would throw out Argo.
Now this was so close to being on my list. It didn't quite make it, but I really loved Argo. I thought it was just amazing.
This is an honorable mention for me as well. This was, and I think it was Ebert that said it perfectly, is this was a movie. And it's hard to describe, but this felt like such a movie when I was watching it.
Yeah, it is a movie.
But it's just like Hollywood movie greatness. But really nothing that special to me. But for whatever reason, it was so great.
I hope Ben Affleck keeps directing and bringing his A game, because I'm really liking what he's coming out with.
Yes.
Loving it. All right, my number 2, Beast of the Southern Wild. This was my number 1 spot for a long time, till obviously...
what could your number 1 be?
till obviously another one knocked it down. But really, my number 1 and number 2 are completely interchangeable. I love them both for different reasons. And I thought that being Ben Zeitlin's first film, this was just incredible. And the performances that he was somehow able to get from these non-actors it was just astounding, and it's just such a magical film. I loved every second of it.
I did as well.
It's definitely the most original film, I think, of the year.
Yes.
And unique and very hard to put in comparison to any other movie.
The only thing that I would even closely compare it to, and probably one of the reasons I loved it so much, would be George Washington.
Oh, yeah.
David Gordon Green's.
But it's even completely different than that.
It is, yeah. It is completely different. It's just it's like just the feel, that kind of rural decay. I just love that backdrop.
Yeah, Beast of the Southern Wild, it has to be the epitome of surprise this year. That came completely out of nowhere. And not only did it turn out to be a good film, it turned out to be an amazing film.
Yeah. All right, Kevin, you're number 2.
My number 2 might surprise you, and it is Amour.
It surprised me a little bit, yeah.
Amour at number 2. Now, yeah. I haven't read a lot about this movie, like what other people thought. But I do think that I read it differently than a lot of people. But the main thing is the 2 performances are probably 2 of the best of the year.
Yeah, I mean,
the couple.
They were good. I wasn't blown away by them, but I had a really hard time with this movie and the placement on my list. It wasn't on my list at first, and I thought, okay, well, it's such an amazing film. It's got to be on there, but I had a really hard time because it's not a movie that I would ever revisit. It's not a movie that I just have some friends over and be like, yo, let's put on Amour.
let's pop in Amour real quick.
Crack a couple beers, watch some Amour. But it was so good. It had to make it on my list.
That sounds like the most depressing party one could have.
Pretty much. Sounds like every party I
have. You should do that for like New Year's one year. Having a Amour viewing party.
There you go.
Ring in the new year.
Todd, number 2.
Well, here is where I could actually choose to say which one was my best film of the year, and so pick a actual number 2 because Amour is number 1 on mine. So Django Unchained is number 2 then.
Very nice. Ooh. Very nice.
It's just a rip-roaring ride from start to finish.
Yeah.
And it's got everything you could ever want in a film, from the ridiculous violence to the hilarious white bag over the head scene.
She works so damn hard on those.
And
fucking ungrateful assholes.
And then it's also got this wonderful love story attached to it. And then, as you said, with Leo giving this ridiculously good performance, and Christoph Waltz being brilliant as always, but he and what's his name?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx playing very low to the ground, as I would say, not playing anything over the top, allowing Leo to be that character.
Right. I thought that Christoph Waltz was more cartoonish and more animated than Jamie Foxx, but
yes,
I think that's why the dynamic between the two of those characters worked so well, is that Jamie Foxx was such an understated character. You know, he was very quiet, wasn't over the top and ridiculous, and almost every other character in this movie was. And I think that's one thing that helped it work so well.
Plus, this movie had Fritz, the acknowledging horse. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
That was the greatest thing I've seen in film all year.
I just everything about Django was amazing, and I really, really hope that there's an extended cut or a director's cut that comes out, because like we mentioned in last week's episode, there were some things that felt like they were kind of just dangling that I would love to see what those were and where it led and maybe how it changed the story. Okay. Well, obviously that's my number 1. Kevin, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is Beast of the Southern Wild.
Beast of the Southern Wild, number 1. Just an amazing film.
So we all had different number ones.
Yeah.
There you
But
go.
see, it's tough because, like I said, my number one and number two, they were kind of interchangeable this year. Usually I have a solid number one, but this year it was kind of up in the air.
Yeah, a lot of these films could be my number one.
And maybe it's because I rewatched Beasts of the Southern Wild recently. Maybe I would have to rewatch Django again.
I would like
really-
to rewatch Django again.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see it again.
I wanted to rewatch it as soon as it was done.
Yep, pretty much. All right, let's talk about some honorable mentions. I've been kind of ticking them off as they've been talked about already for me. So I'll just kind of list mine off here. Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, I
I
had
give
that.
an honorable mention.
I had that as well.
This was on my top 10 at one point, but it just slowly got pushed off. Killer Joe by William Friedkin. I really, really enjoyed this movie, but it just wasn't making it there. The Raid by Gareth Evans. I loved The Raid, and I wanted it to be on my top 10 so bad because it's like nothing I've ever seen as far as martial arts films. It really elevates that subgenre to something just amazing. I loved it. Can't wait for the sequel. Safety Not.
Sequel?
Oh yeah, there's gonna be 3 of them.
3 of them. That might be a bit much.
Well, it depends on where they go with it.
I'm tired of everyone's trilogy obsession. Why does everything have to be a damn trilogy?
They're going to put it in yet another skyscraper that's even taller?
Yeah.
Or
I don't know.
Are they going to go opposite and make it like in a quarry where he has to fight his way to the bottom of a
It has
quarry?
to go down.
some kind of mine shaft situation?
Yeah. Oh, that would be great.
I'd like to see it take place in a mall
Mall?
that's filled with, not like an abandoned mall, but like one that's
Like Christmas
running.
shopping. Yeah, like Christmas shopping mall
it takes
time.
place. It takes place in Macy's in New York. That's where I
Yes.
want it to be
That'd be great.
during the holiday season.
I would watch that film easily.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to see that as well.
I also have Safety Not Guaranteed by Colin Trevorrow. This was another one that was on my list for a long time. At one point, this was number 3 on my list. I really, really enjoyed this.
Man, that fell.
Oh, yeah.
That was on my
hard.
list as well.
I think it was one of those things where the longer I went without seeing it again, like it just, started dropping.
Yeah. You sort of realized it's not as memorable as you thought it was.
Yeah. I also have The Gray with Liam Neeson. Another great, big surprise. Big surprise for me this year. Didn't think it was going to be anything but Taken in the woods with wolves. And it turned out to be something much, much more. And I highly recommend seeing that if you haven't yet. And finally, I have Teddy Bear.
Teddy Bear.
Yeah, this was a big surprise for me too, because I really didn't know anything about it. About a bodybuilder looking to find love, and it was just a great film.
Huh.
Yep,
I heard,
that pretty much.
I heard good things about Teddy Bear. That's another
it's-
one that
it's-
came out near the beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. And it seems like everyone has just completely forgotten about it.
Yeah, and I think that's a shame. So I wanted to mention it
There you go.
honorably.
We'll let, what's Todd got?
Uh,
The old honorable
some, of those
mention.
some of those would be on my list, like Safety Not Guaranteed. I'm about to see Killer Joe. I bet I'm going to like that one. I have Arbitrage on my list.
Oh yeah,
Now, that's
forgot
one
about
that I just watched recently.
forgot about that one.
Watched that this week. I was not impressed as much as everyone else seems to be.
I wasn't blown away by it.
It was a solid film, though.
It's a good film. I have the about the 3 boys who discovered telekinesis Chronicle.
Oh yeah, Chronicle.
This
I really
is a movie that people keep talking about that I have to see. Because initially, when this came out, I just sort of wrote it off as it looked terrible to me. But the more people talk about it,
I don't see you liking that one, but I really enjoyed it. That's another one I kind of forgot about. That came out earlier in the year.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I also included here The Cabin in the Woods.
Now, see, I would really like to add that again, Cabin in the Woods was on my top 10 for quite a while, and it somehow got pushed off. But yeah, obviously, I loved Cabin in the Woods.
And then Oslo, August 31st.
Ooh, that's a good movie too.
I liked it.
Like that one. Jesus Henry Christ,
Now, see, I did not like that at all.
which apparently I did. I liked it. I thought it was unusual. I would add Magic Mike.
That would be up there on my list too. I liked Magic Mike a whole lot. That was another surprise for me, how good that was. But then again, Soderbergh, so it's not that big of a surprise.
No, and then just for some moments in it, Prometheus.
Ooh,
Foreshadowing.
some controversy there.
Foreshadowing.
I still stand by my original thoughts on Prometheus. I like the movie. I just think that it just had a lot of issues.
Yeah, it is.
It's one of those movies where people's expectations were so high for it that when it wasn't what anyone expected, it just...
All I can think of, because remember, I saw this movie with Ryan.
Right.
And his expectations were completely different. And I have never seen someone so pissed off at a movie because it wasn't what he thought it was going to be.
I love it. Well, let's just use that as a segue.
Well, I got honorable mentions here.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Unbelievable.
Well, it went to Todd, and then I got mixed up. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, one that I would like to point out is definitely Cabin in the Woods. This was a huge surprise for me this year. I had no intention of seeing this, didn't want to see it, but I think it was because we did a feature review on it.
Yeah, I made you go see it.
Yeah, that was the only reason I went to see this film, and I loved it. It's completely different than what I thought it was going to be. And I mean, a merman and unicorns? Are you kidding me? That was awesome. And I agree with pretty much all the other ones that have been mentioned. The only one that I would add is the comedy.
Oh, God.
This was on my list for a while and almost made the top 10.
That was on my top 10 for a while, too.
With Tim Heidecker. It was everything I was hoping it would be.
Yeah, I was surprised at the comedy. It was a lot different than I anticipated, and it's an extremely dark movie, but
Yes.
it is worth watching. Just don't go into it thinking that it's going to be a comedy.
No, it is not a comedy at all.
Yeah, I think we talked about it a good bit on this show in the past.
We did. We did.
All right, let's talk about some of the movies that we just maybe were disappointed with, maybe outright hated this year. I actually saw enough bad films that I could make a list. So I'm going to rattle off my list, and then we can discuss it. Maybe you guys can add some of what you think were the worst movies. These aren't in any real order, but I can tell you what I think the worst, absolute worst of the year is. So I have Resident Evil Retribution, The Raven, That's My Boy, Nature Calls with Patton Oswalt, just freaking terrible. Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows.
I want to like Tim Burton, but when he comes out with movies like Dark Shadows, I hate everything. Paranormal Activity 4. This was an extreme disappointment, considering that I really liked the first three. This was complete garbage. Piranha 3 Double D. This is probably my second most hated movie of the year. I mean, if you even want to call it a movie, it's just complete trash. This Means War with Reese Witherspoon and Chris Pine and Tom Hardy.
I still can't believe you watched that movie.
Why would you do that?
Okay, so
Did you review that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did review it. That's not why I saw it. I think it came out on Valentine's Day. My girlfriend wanted to see it, so
Gotcha.
I bit the bullet. Savages, Oliver Stone's Savages. Despised that movie.
That is on my list.
My number one most hated movie of the year was 444 Last Day on Earth.
Yes. I wish we could high five right now.
By Abel Ferreira.
That movie was oh my God, an abomination. So unbelievably terrible.
I'm surprised I even made it through it. And the only reason that I was able to get through the movie is because I kept thinking to myself, something's going to happen.
It's going to get better, but it doesn't. No, the whole time, I don't know how the hell I made it through either. I just kept yelling at the screen that I hated you, the characters. Every time Willem Dafoe's face popped up, I was like, I hate you.
My only consolation while watching that was, well, at least the Earth's going to explode and I'm going to be able to see all these characters die. But that didn't
happen. No. It didn't happen soon enough.
No.
I can't believe what was the list too that this was like number 3? Was that the French magazine, the Quatre du Cinema? That was number 3 movie of the year.
Yeah, that's just
go to hell.
It's just wrong. It's just wrong. I've seen this on other people's worst lists, so I know that it's not a good movie.
Ooh, which I forgot to point out. Did you notice that Beast of the Southern Wild made it on Village Voice's worst movies of the year?
What?
No, but they can suck it.
Yeah. I forgot to mention that when we were talking about Beast of the Southern Wild. That to me just seems like one of those, hey, we're different.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that's my worst list. I would give an honorable mention to Snow White and the Huntsman. I really hated that one too. And there's plenty of on-demand movies that I've seen this year too that didn't make it on there, like Baytown Outlaws and The Good Doctor. So many of those on-demand movies.
I just love whenever someone mentions a movie title and you just hear another person go, because you just know they want to say so much.
Well, you can read my review of it.
Yeah, that was...
I have a feeling Todd's list is probably big because he gets a bulk of our our on-demand stuff.
Yeah,
which, from me, Todd, I apologize for that.
No. It's those are the most fun to review because...
Oh, yeah.
I get to be a little venomous. I enjoy it.
Nature Calls was one of those on-demand reviews, and I did it, and I loved ripping that apart. I loved it. Any other disappointments, worst ofs?
I would put Killing Them Softly on that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
I hated that movie.
That was fucking awful.
I didn't hate it, but I would. It was definitely one of the biggest disappointments of the year for me.
Easily the biggest disappointment, yes.
And I couldn't. I was terribly disappointed by Les Mis. Just was.
Oh, they just keep singing,
screaming to get the hell out of there. I don't know.
I just kept looking at my watch, and then they would sing another damn song, and I'd be like, "Fuck, I got another like 3 minutes of this shit." And then there was another song. And they just,
well, that's because it was a musical, Kevin. But
I know. It's just it's unfortunate because I didn't realize that it's like the Umbrellas of Cherbourg where they just sing the entire time. Yeah, I thought it was like musical numbers sprinkled in.
No.
And
see, that's how I thought it was too. And then when Kevin told me that, I decided not to see it.
They just keep singing.
I probably will see it before the Oscars, but I'm not excited.
It was terrible.
Cheers to you. Have fun.
Well, I think Daniel, our other contributor, gave it a... What did he give it on the site? Like an 8 out of 7?
He gave it 7.5.
7.5 out of 10? Yeah. So, I don't know.
I don't know. He and I are getting into some comments about it, but...
I saw that.
I think he's lost his mind, basically, but...
I wish, like, right now we could do, like, a Maury Povich moment. Where it would be like, and we have Daniel here now.
Yeah, I tried to get him, but he was unavailable today. So, oh well. Next time, Daniel. Next time, buddy. We're gonna get you. All right. Any other worst?
Worst.
The worsts.
I have a couple. Savages, wholeheartedly. That was just awful. I hated every minute of that damn movie.
You know, a lot of people like that.
Well, they shouldn't.
There's a number of people that enjoyed Savages, and that's one of those, because usually if it's a bad movie, you understand. Like, you're like, oh yeah, like, people don't like this, generally speaking. But then some movies like Savages come out where most people are like, yeah, it was okay, it was pretty good. And I just don't see it. Like, I just cannot understand how you can like that movie.
Yeah. Hunger Games?
Ugh. God, what a horrible. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I didn't hate Hunger Games, I'll admit it.
Hunger Games also provided me with one of the most laughable scenes I've ever seen, which is
Which one?
what is it? PETA? Is it PETA when he's hiding and he's like a rock?
Oh God.
As soon as that scene popped up, I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Oh God.
Just because he's a baker's son and he decorates cakes, he can turn himself into fucking moss and a rock.
Yeah, dude.
No, awful.
Yeah, dude.
Unbelievable. And the shaky cam, Jesus.
Ugh.
I'm surprised I didn't throw up everywhere during this movie.
Yeah.
Another one for me, we talked about it numerous times, Prometheus. I thought that was just an absolute train wreck of a movie.
It was close to a train wreck for me, but there was enough suspense in there and really, really good visuals in that movie. Those two things kind of gave it a pass. The whatever abortion scene or whatever you want to call it, that scene was very suspenseful. I really liked that, and I don't know. I just feel like that was a missed opportunity.
Yes, very much so. Now, I should also preface my worst movies of the years by saying that I am not like you, Adam, where you see a lot of things that you pretty much know going in are going to be terrible. I'm sort of picky in what I see, so some of mine are a little bit reaching.
Right. Yeah.
Just to make mine a list. Because like all the ones that you mentioned, yeah, I probably hated them, but at the same time, I'm not going to waste my time and see them.
Not going to see Dark Shadows?
No, God, no.
Not going to check out some Dark Shadows?
That movie looked absolutely terrible.
Did you see Dark Shadows, Todd?
Oh no, I wouldn't dare.
Yeah, that's a pretty big disappointment.
Because when you want to see Burton, you want it to be good, and when I could tell it wasn't, I decided to just skip it.
That's the interesting thing about Tim Burton is, like, I think by now, like, most other directors, they would just be done. Like, their career would be over. But with Tim Burton, it's like everybody wants to like him, so they keep giving him chance after chance after chance. And, I mean, fortunately, Frankenweenie was really good. I really enjoyed Frankenweenie.
Yeah, he saved it there, because I was pretty much done with him.
We'll see.
Which another person that did that this year was Richard Linklater. I was completely done with him. And then he came out with Bernie.
That's right. Forgot to mention Bernie.
Not Bernie. There's a few that I'm thinking about as you're going through the worst that actually should be probably on the honorable mention that I just didn't think about, like End of Watch and The Sessions and The Loved Ones.
Yeah, The Loved Ones. I would agree with that, even though it came out in 2009 in Australia.
But for us, right, it just came out. So.
Yeah, that made it on my top 10 horror movie list. I have that posted on the site.
Some of them I'm thinking about, in comparison, I'm thinking, some were actually pretty good. Premium Rush, those were pretty good compared.
Yeah, I enjoyed Premium Rush. I don't think it would end up on any list of mine, but The Sessions I haven't seen yet. I don't know.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, I don't know if that would end up on a list of mine or not, but End of Watch I enjoyed, and I think that got nominated for some Spirit Awards, so...
I didn't get to see that yet either.
I liked it. It was really good. It's a nice ride where you just sort of kind of hold your breath through the whole thing.
Yeah, I just really wish that they didn't bill it as a found footage movie. Like, I think it would have worked better if they had the same camera work, but just take out all the stuff where they're like, are you still filming this? And like, why are you filming this? And all that stuff. Like, because once they introduce that, then it just opens the entire movie up to pick it apart and be like, okay, well, how did they get that angle, or why are they cutting, and just that bothers me with those found footage movies.
Yeah.
All right.
And I have one more for the worst of the year, and that's Seeking a Friend for the End of the World.
You really hated that.
I fucking hated this film. So terrible. Most misleading title in the world.
I didn't hate it that much.
I
But
hated it.
I didn't like it that much either. I do remember that we did kind of rip it apart on the show.
I'd rip it apart any day of the week. I'm always ready to go at a moment's notice to just tear into this movie.
All right. Well, speaking of end of the world movies, I have a couple here on my anticipated list. Let's go ahead and kick this off. I have these sort of numbered, but not really. Mainly the like top 3 or 4 I have. So let's just kind of. I mean, I'll give them numbers, but
Just
yeah,
go through them.
they don't really count. First up, I have Inside Llewellyn Davis by the Coen Brothers.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Coen Brothers.
Anything with Coens.
Yeah. Dude.
I mean, I'm interested in this. It looks like it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be a musical, but apparently there are going to be some musical numbers in it. So I don't know about that. That's why it's like number 13 on my list. I don't know.
I hope it's nothing but John Goodman singing.
That would be awesome.
I would thoroughly enjoy that.
That'd be awesome. Kevin, what do you have?
What do I have? I'm just picking here. Go with an obvious one is Man of Steel.
Yep.
Mostly just because I want to know if it's good or not. I can't wait any longer. I want to see a good Superman movie.
And the trailer for that ended up on one of our best trailers list of the year. Like, the trailers look so good for that movie.
Yeah.
And I hope the entire movie looks that good, but I don't know. I mean, Zack Snyder, we know that he is excellent with visuals, but story, I don't know.
Find out.
I don't know. Todd, what's one of your most anticipated?
Oh, the long-awaited second Sin City, A Dame to Kill For.
Oh.
That's right. There is another Sin City.
Another Sin City after all these years.
I was obsessed with the first one when it came out. It was everything that I could ever want in a comic book movie at the time. So yeah, I didn't realize that was coming out this year. I'd probably add that to my list.
Well, we should also note that
Tentatively.
yeah, how many movies from our most anticipated of 2012 actually came out this year?
Most of mine did. None of.
I don't think any of mine did.
3 of yours did. All right, I have another one. Her by Spike Jonze. The new Spike Jonze film.
Yes, this is on my list as well.
Yeah, me too.
I think that looks.
Trifecta.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. Sounds like an interesting concept. I don't know.
I love the idea of Joaquin Phoenix falling in love with an operating system.
Yeah.
It sounds like gold to me.
Kevin, next one.
Next one I have is The Past, which is going to be the newest movie from Asghar Farhadi, who did A Separation.
Mm.
And I want to see if he can live up to A Separation. Now, there's not really much known about it other than it's an emotional social thriller. And it stars Tahar Rahim from A Prophet, main character. So I'm very excited about that one. Again, though, probably won't come out for like 2014, 2015.
Probably not. Todd?
George Clooney's next one, The Monument Men,
Oh, I forgot all about this film.
Yeah, so did I.
with Kate Blanchett and George and some other people that I can't think of at the moment.
Daniel Craig, Matt Damon,
Daniel Craig. Oh, yeah.
Bill Murray, John Goodman, Jean Dujardin, right? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close.
Bob Balaban?
Bob Balaban?
I love Bob Balaban.
Of course.
He's good in everything.
Yeah.
Oh, he was great in Moonrise Kingdom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds really good. I'm pretty excited for that. I have another George Clooney movie on my list here, Gravity, the new Alfonso Cuarón film. This is the guy that did Children of Men.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And one of
This
the
looks-
Harry Potters.
Yeah, I'm not going to count that, but
For some people who may not have seen Children of Men, he also did.
yeah, he did Harry Potter.
He did a Harry Potter one, the best one, actually.
Wait, which one did he do?
He did the Prisoner of Azkaban.
I don't know if I've seen that one. I've seen like 3 of them, maybe, but I don't know which
you
ones.
could tell that it was Cuarón. You could tell. It was just so brilliantly photographed. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that this seems like an interesting movie. It's also got Sandra Bullock in it, which I don't know about that, but it's a science fiction film. Looks pretty solid. Kevin?
Oh, what do I got? I have The Rover, which is going to be the newest film from the director of Animal Kingdom, David Machad, with Guy Pearce, Robert Pattinson, and Scoot McNairy.
Your boy Scoot.
Scoot is going to be everywhere next year.
It's good, though. I'm glad.
Again, I'm curious to see if he can follow up Animal Kingdom. Plus, I like seeing that Guy Pearce is coming back.
Yeah, it's been a good couple of years for Guy Pearce. He just kind of fell off the face of the earth there for a while, and then he came back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Except for Lockout. That probably could have been added to my worst list. I forgot about that one. That was not too good. He was fine in it, but... Todd, what's another one you got there?
Oh, kind of surprisingly, it's going to be the new Star Trek Into Darkness.
I really want to see this. I'm not hugely anticipating it, but I definitely want to see it. I really was surprised at how much I enjoyed the first one.
Well, that's why I want to see this one, because I'm anticipating it, because I thought I would abhor the first one.
Yeah, I really, really liked the first one a lot, and the addition of Benedict Cumberbatch is
the most English name ever.
Yes. I'm a huge fan of Sherlock, and I think that having him as the villain is going to be awesome.
I know absolutely nothing about Star Trek, and I've never seen anything Star Trek ever.
Well, I don't think I have either. I was never a big Star Trek fan. So when I went to see the first one, I was thinking, oh, this is just going to be kind of generic action sci-fi movie. And it was awesome. I loved it.
I'm going to check out the first one.
I'm a pretty big J.J. Abrams fan in general. So next on my list, I have World War Z by Mark Forster.
Absolutely.
This, I read the book, and judging from the trailers, it looks like it has nothing to do with the book whatsoever. However, I'm still anxious to see this. This is a movie that was supposed to come out years ago, and it was just plagued with problems. So I don't know if that's going to hurt it in any way, but I kind of like the idea of the hordes of zombies where it just looks like they're flowing like a fucking river.
A river of zombies.
River of zombies.
That's what they should have called it.
I think it has potential, though, and I'm pretty excited for it.
I'm interested. Count me in. You bring up River of Zombies.
Oh, yeah.
I'll punch my ticket now. I'm ready.
There you go. Kevin, what do you got here?
I got Only God Forgives, which is going to be the newest movie from Nicholas Winding Refn with Ryan Gosling and Kristen Scott Thomas.
Almost made it on my list.
Who I hear Kristen Scott Thomas is supposed to play just an evil crime lord. So I'm definitely interested in seeing that.
Yeah, I think it looks I'm sure it'll be good. I mean, Drive was my number one movie of last year, so
There you go.
let's see. Todd.
Only God Forgives was going to be one of my other ones, as well as Ryan Gosling's other, Beyond the Pines?
The Place Beyond the Pines.
Place Beyond the Pines.
Yes.
Yes, that looks excellent as well.
I can't think of his last name, but the same director that did Blue Valentine, which I thought was extraordinarily good.
Yes. Derek Saint France.
San Fran, there you go.
And when I first posted a trailer for Upstream Color, I said that was going to be my favorite movie of the year. But after I saw the trailer for The Place Beyond the Pines, that right now is my favorite movie of 2013. And I haven't even seen it yet.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Based on the trailer alone.
All right, I have Elysium, the new Neil Blomkamp movie, the guy who did District 9?
Yeah.
Big fan of District 9. Love District 9. Very interested to see his follow-up. This is another one that's been kind of in production for a really long time, I feel. So I'm really excited for that. Kevin.
My turn. I have The Grandmaster, which is the new film by the director of Chungking Express and In the Mood for Love. And it is a martial arts movie, the story of Ip Man, who trained Bruce Lee. So I have a feeling it's going to be amazing.
Have you seen the movies, Ip Man?
I have not.
They're pretty good. I haven't seen the second one, but Donnie Yen is in that series, and he's always awesome. So, Todd, what do you got?
Well, I was this one I wasn't sure would be on here, but since going to see The Hobbit and being pleasantly surprised, I'm interested to see the second one.
I haven't seen the first one yet. I'm not a big Hobbit guy, and neither is Kevin. So
I'm a big Hobbit guy, but I went in with lower expectations, and when it was over, I was sort of sad that it was over. So I kind of wanted the next one to start showing immediately following, and so I could continue the story. And so I'll be interested to go into next December and see the second one, see what they do with it.
If you want to talk about unnecessary trilogies, Kevin, I think that The Hobbit is probably the most unnecessary trilogy ever.
Maybe. I don't know. I know nothing about any of these books or any of their stories, which I do plan on changing this year. Going to see some of the things I've never seen before in my life, like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars.
That's right. Todd, if you didn't know, Kevin has never seen a Star Wars movie.
Never seen one.
Well, you're just watching the original ones, right?
Yes. I don't even count the other three.
Okay.
I will not be watching those.
Good.
As Ryan would say, don't even waste your time.
Don't even waste your time. All right, I have The World's End by Edgar Wright next.
Oh, I forgot about that movie.
This is going to be the final one, and I can't remember the name that he called that trilogy. But,
trilogies? Jesus. Enough already.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
I know.
Is it really a trilogy?
I'm just sick and tired of the word trilogy.
This is going to be the final movie with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Well, that seems unnecessary.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be the final film within this whatever kind of universe that Edgar Wright has created. I'm sure they'll appear together in other movies. They have to. Come on.
Yeah. Plus, it's got Eddie Marsan.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one. I'm nearing the end of my patience with these end of the world movies, but I figured this year will be I'll see 2 more this year.
I'm sick and tired of the end of the world.
Yeah. What do you have, Kevin, for your next one?
I have 12 Years a Slave, which is going to be Steve McQueen's next uplifting yarn.
I'm sure it will be.
But I listened to this cast. Again, the most English person ever, Benedict Cumberbatch, Brad Pitt, Michael Fassbender, Paul Dano, Paul Giamatti, Michael Kenneth Williams, Scoot McNairy again, Quvenzhané Wallis, Taron Killam for whatever reason, and Dwight Henry, who played Wink in Beast of the Southern Wild.
Yeah, this, I gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan of Steve McQueen. I was not really into Shame, and it was Hunger?
Hunger.
Yeah, I liked that a lot, but it didn't, blow my mind or anything, I guess. However, this one almost made it on my list. I'm very excited for this.
This sounds like it's going to be the most depressing movie of 2013.
Probably.
Easily.
I don't think Haneke has one lined up for 2013, so...
I was just about to say that.
What do you got, Todd?
Oh, I don't know. Some of mine are being taken. So just for kicks, then I'll say Kick-Ass 2.
This was on my list. This was on my list, but it got pushed off. The only thing that has me questioning this is the choice of the director. What's his name? Jeff Wadlow.
What'd he do? What did Jeff Wadlow do?
He did like Cry Wolf.
He never backed down?
He did Never Back Down, yeah.
Oh, no. He's also, apparently, according to IMDb, he's the nephew of Katie Couric.
That's interesting.
Fun fact.
Awful.
Fun fact. So that's the only thing that has me questioning that. However, as long as they stick to the comic book story, it'll be fine. But the thing about it is they're going to have to... I read that they're doing like a separate story with Hit Girl or something. It sounds kind of weird, but I'm still excited for it either way. I just wish that, what's his name, Matthew Vaughn came back to do it. Then I'd really be excited for it.
Yeah. I'd like that there's a character named Night Bitch.
And Jim Carrey's in this one too, so I don't know. It'll be interesting. I have for my next one, This Is the End by Evan Goldberg and Seth Rogen. The trailer I felt was hilarious for this movie. And I love, first of all those guys that are in it, I'm a big fan of. And the fact that they're all going to be playing themselves has me even more excited. So very excited for this one. Hilarious trailer. If you haven't seen the Red Band trailer for that yet, go to the site and check it out because it's really funny.
I love how they make fun of James Franco.
Yeah. And I'm just going to go see it for Danny McBride. Danny McBride making fun of all those other guys.
Yes.
That's what I want to see.
Except that I love the fact that he doesn't make fun of Jay Baruchel. He's extremely nice to him.
Yeah.
Very hateful to everyone else. Next one I got is anything that is made by Lars Van Trier, which the next one is The Nymphomaniac.
Oh, I damn it. I forgot about that. I would add that to my list.
Starring Charlotte Gainsbourg, Stellan Skarsgård's floppy penis, and Shia LaBeouf.
Who will probably also see his floppy penis.
More than likely.
We're going to see everybody's penis in that movie, I think.
I have a feeling that Lars Van Trier is going to have a cameo just to show his penis.
Could be. I don't know.
Wouldn't put it past him.
Now, I don't know. The only thing that I'm questioning is how we're going to be able to see this movie. Is it going to get distribution? If it does, are they going to have to release some sort of edited version? Because I think that the plan was to release 2 versions of the movie.
Yeah.
And I think the movie's in 2 parts too. So I don't know how that's going to play out, but I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
Maybe years before we can talk about it, but
what's that?
It may be years before we can talk.
Oh yeah.
Again, like most of the things that are always on my list, I probably won't get to see it.
That's
won't
why
get to see many of these movies, and
that's why, like on my list, I'm pretty sure everything is coming out, like fairly certain.
Well, that's what you think, unless they go the route of Zero Dark 30 and Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah, and Gangster Squad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Still happens.
Not looking forward to.
You're not looking forward to Gangster Squad?
No.
Oh man, I am.
I'm worried now. Watching the new trailers, I have a feeling there's going to be too much Gosling and Stone going on.
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have a review for that next week. Todd, another one.
I don't have any left.
Okay. I got a few left.
Probably again just pure entertainment, not really looking forward to it intellectually, but Sam Raimi's version of Oz, the Great and Powerful.
Yeah, this one I'm a pretty big Sam Raimi fan, but I'm just hoping that the Oz movie doesn't turn out to be another Alice in Wonderland, type of movie. And I'm afraid that they're marketing it to be that way.
The main thing that I gather from this trailer, I have a very serious question, is how does James Franco get acting roles? Because he looks terrible in this movie.
Who knows?
And he's pretty much terrible in every other movie I've seen him in.
I like James Franco. I thought he was good in Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
I didn't see that.
I liked it. I have The Evil Dead on my list. Or I guess it's just being called Evil Dead.
Segue.
I think that... I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but the trailer's awesome, and I'm a huge fan of the original Evil Dead series, and I don't know. I just don't know what to think about it, but I definitely want to see it. That I do know. And there's going to be a cameo from Bruce Campbell, so...
Excellent.
At least they got that going.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a trilogy?
I don't know. Hopefully not.
It's going to be a trilogy.
I don't know. It's directed by Fede Alvarez, who's a I don't know what else he's done. Not too much.
This is going to be his first movie.
Yeah.
But I did see that it has one knock against it. It has a Diablo Cody screenplay.
Diablo.
Yay!
Cody. Yeah.
Good.
So, I don't know. I don't know about that. Kevin, what do you got on your list?
Oh, what do I got next? Slightly mentioned it before. Upstream Color.
Yes, Shane Carruth. Primer's still one of my all-time favorite movies.
I'm just so confused but enchanted by this film and just the premise of it and the damn trailer for it. I have a feeling if it comes out and plays anywhere near me, I'm going to take off work that day and go see it. Because I'm not going to be able to wait any longer.
I would have a strong feeling that it's not going to be playing anywhere near any of us.
I might get it at the Charles.
Oh yeah, I might play at the Charles.
I might get it. Maybe. Fingers crossed.
All right, I have four left that on my list that haven't been talked about. Iron Man 3 by Shane Black.
Oh.
Yeah, very excited for this. The trailers make it look like it's going to be kind of a downer. I'm into that.
Depressing Iron Man.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have any? What's your next one?
Mood Indigo, the new movie by Michel Gondry, which is the storyline is a woman suffers from an unusual illness caused by a flower growing in her lungs.
Okay.
And it stars Audrey. I forget how to say her last name, Teto or whatever. Emily.
Tuto?
Teto?
Teto, isn't it? Right.
Yeah, it's Tuto.
Teto. So that looks good.
But anything with her should be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe.
Plus, I love the idea, and it's loosely based on a true story.
Loosely based on a true story of someone with a flower.
you don't. Well, it wasn't a flower. A guy had a tree growing in his lungs.
Ah, okay.
A little mini tree.
A little miniature. Was it like a little bonsai?
No, I forget what it was.
He had to go to the hospital and get it pruned every couple of months.
He had to hire a guy.
He had to hire an old Japanese man to prune it. I have Wolf of Wall Street by Martin Scorsese.
Oh yeah, that looks good as well. That's got a ton of people in it. I think that has Scoot. I think Scoot's in there.
He is. I believe he is in there.
Scoot's in everything nowadays.
What do you got next on your list? I'm down to my top 2, by the way.
Top 2. I already did my top 2. The other one I have is Stoker.
Yep, that's my number 1.
Ooh.
Insanely excited for Stoker.
I'm a little worried, but scared.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be his first American film, so that right there raises some questions, but I'm confident, very confident.
I like the trailer to it.
Oh, yeah.
The trailer definitely makes you want to see it, even if you're not familiar with him or Matthew Good or Nicole Kidman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. What's your last one?
Spring Breakers.
Spring Breakers. I completely forgot about that.
I'm so excited to see Spring Breakers. Talk about, I should have mentioned that when you were bashing Mr. Franco.
Yeah, well, he's probably going to be terrible in this movie too.
Well,
He's terrible in everything.
agree to disagree, Kevin.
Franco is terrible.
I don't think he's that bad.
He's awful.
I kind of think he's pretty awful, but
I watch the Oz trailer again and just look at the expression on his face when he says, "I want to be a great man." It's like, holy shit! Is he?
But that's
is
Oz, though.
Is he dying? Is that why he gets roles? Because they feel bad for him?
I'm not judging James Franco off of the Oz trailer.
I would judge him off of everything.
Judge him off of Spring Breakers because it looks like he's going to be pretty good in that.
We'll see. Hopefully he surprises me.
Yeah, I think for some reason Harmony Korine is a director that I always need to see anything that he comes out with, and this movie just looks so good. I've been hearing nothing but great things. This is on a lot of people's top 10 lists for this year, but it doesn't really come out till 2013, so those people's lists are wrong.
Yeah. Bastards.
All right. Any final closing thoughts about the year? Any movies we didn't mention or events or anything?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we covered pretty much everything. We got talked about a lot of stuff.
There was something I wanted to say. Oh, Django. Anytime I hear about Django, I have this, and this is mostly to do with the whole Spike Lee thing. Whenever I hear Spike Lee said that the American slavery was not a spaghetti western, I just automatically think of Owen Wilson in Royal Tenenbaums saying, "Well, everyone knows that American slavery wasn't like a spaghetti western, but what this film presupposes is maybe it was."
What did he say in that interview in Wildcat?
Wildcat.
Oh, God. I could quote Royal Tenenbaums all day. Don't get me started.
I'm going to watch it right now.
Yeah, I think I do too. All right, well, I think that wraps it up. For all the latest film news and reviews, visit us at filmpulse.net, and we want to hear your feedback. Send us an email at feedback@filmpulse.net, or call our voicemail line at 850-391-6071. Also, please take a minute to rate us on iTunes. We appreciate that very much. For filmpulse.net, my name is Adam.
Kevin.
And Todd.
And we will see you on Wednesday for Ryan Watches a Movie.
Patrick Dempsey too?
Oh, yeah. P-Demp. P-Demp.